Sweet. Oh. Come on, light. Oh, damn. That's a great timing right there for the light to go out. I'll tell you what, boy. That's that's the move right there. Huh. I don't got a lot of outlets nearby that won't do that. And that's the problem. Ugh. Oh. That's really not a good spot either, but it's good enough, I think. Gotta post this joint. Oh Lord, have mercy. Turn that one. Turn that shit down. Oh, that is an awful screenshot. I ain't saying that. What's up, man? This isn't what I was really trying to do, but I was gonna do something. I was determined. Just give me a second. I'm trying to post the link here. That's good enough. Who cares? All right. Yeah, man. Poopy butt fart. Yeah, poopy butt fart, man. That shit goes crazy. I don't know. I got this game right now. I mean, realistically, it's just the same loop of the same music the whole time. So I'm just turning that down, and everyone, aka you, everyone gets to enjoy my wonderful voice. All right, let's get into this. We're going to America. The United States of America is the world's third or fourth largest country by total area and the third most populous country in the world. Americans are a racially and ethnically diverse population that has been shaped through centuries of immigration. Yeah, and that's not a positive. The United States is a federal republic and a representative democracy. It is a founding member of the United Nations, World Bank, International Monetary Fund, and NATO. The USA is a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. Oh yeah. Let's see. 76.5% white. 18.3% Latino, 13.4% black. Where are all these white people? I don't live anywhere where there's white people, so that's a huge percentage. Anyway. Alright, let's see. What are we going to name this stupid party? I know, right? America sounds pretty okay for the most part. Too many blacks. Bro. Or not enough. Depends on who you ask, dude. Depends on who you ask. Let's see. What should we name this party, huh? It's the Christian Nationalist Party, so you know, it's gotta be the Crusaders. That's if I knew how to spell. You're going on a crusade for this country. Going against the Democrats. We're going with the color purple because that's the color of royalty. The Democrats are blue because they're fucking sad. And we're going to keep all of these numbers as is because we're trying to go with as accurate America as we possibly can. They. Alright, look at this. Congratulations to your new job as president. The lives of all 328 million citizens are now in your hands. As you will imagine, there are a number of situations and concerns that you will need to deal with as soon as possible, while keeping an eye on the long-term improvement of our citizens' quality of life. Plus, do not forget that you face re-election in 4 years, so you will need to monitor the opinion polls and our party membership. Good luck. Well, if I have any choice in the matter, I'm going to get elected forever, so that's if nobody tries to assassinate me. Let's check out the GDP. GDP. All right. A little bit of tourism. Skills are down. Uncompetitive economy. All right. Quantitative easing. Is this entertaining? Quantitative easing. I ain't even gonna worry about that. Let's see. Productivity. Everyone's about to be working. Income tax. Okay. All right. I want to pick who my cabinet is. This is the polls. I think I understand how that works. Where'd the joint go that I was just at? Where's that screen at? Oh man. Oh shit. Yeah, see, I gotta try to remember what all these damn buttons are. Oh, expenditures. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bro, move out the way. Where did that window go? Mm, mm. Oh, intelligence briefing. That's where we see who's trying to rise up and turn on us. But that's not what I want right now. Where's my squad? Where's the screen? Here we go. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. I want to switch up the squad. We gonna get some based people up in here. Who are these people? Foreign policy. Damn, I don't even have enough capital. Let's see. Political capital measures the amount of power you hold within government. You need capital. You need capital to implement or change some policies, depending on how controversial that policy is to the electorate. Political capital is calculated each turn and is generated by ministers based on loyalty, your popularity, and the size of your election majority. To a limited extent, unused political capital can be carried over to your next turn. Okay, well. Somebody's gotta go. Somebody has got to go. Let's start with the least loyal people and who sucks the most. Because I can only fire one person. Damn. Homegirl. Natalie Chavez on foreign policy. No experience, barely effective, but goddamn can girl campaign. Of course, it's always the worst people. You're gone. Who we getting for foreign policy on this joint? See, we're going to need real loyal people as well. Especially if I'm going to turn around and start violating some rights. But can we get loyal and skilled? Is that how merit works? I don't think that's how merit works. But we're going to make it work that way. Abigail Ortiz, religious capitalist. That sounds good. Not too many loyalists. Who are my taste here? I'm definitely not gonna hire a socialist liberal. That's crazy. But damn, is she she loyal and experienced. Let's see here. how is he loyal to or sympathizes with conservatives and socialists? Abigail Ortiz. She's on transport. Hmm. She don't even have foreign policy. Brian Cruz. Well, I guess the whole point is merit is out the window, so let us hire Abigail, who knows nothing about foreign policy. Hey, but at least she's religious. As far as I'm concerned, that's all that matters to me. Welcome to your new job, Abby. I hope you can handle the Iran war and any other fucking war we put you into. Oh, that 19 is my capital. I have a lot more than I can use, so I can change my whole shit here. Welfare. Fire. I shouldn't even give welfare, to be honest. I wonder. This light flickering is fucked up right now. And of course. Damn, nothing works right in my house. Nothing fucking works. Stop flickering. I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, fuck it. Welfare. I'm damn near tempted to not hire anybody to work in the welfare department. But I think that'll probably get me killed, like, off rep. You gotta be, there's a dictator, you know, very ideological, but you gotta do what's right somewhere to maintain a little bit of reciprocity, if that's the word. Let's see, where's my religious at? Where's my religious at? Ain't got no religious people want to be welfare? Honestly, that would make the most sense. Fine. Fine. We got the conservative socialist dude. Wealthy conservative dude on welfare. That's crazy. Conservative trade unionist. I don't like the sound of any of these people. Nobody's religious. Nobody is religious. Let's put a rain check on that. The economy. Of course you need to follow Jesus to understand the economy. What are we talking about? Let's see who we got. Experience, loyalty. Damn. So they give you, I see. There's a certain group that you can pick from. Alright, I see. Damn, so maybe we're gonna have to start with the people that I ain't really cool with. I think that's gonna be the method. Then as I gain more capital, then I can start replacing people with who I really care about. Alright, let's see here. Let's get the real experienced people. They gotta at least be conservative. Let's start there. Shit. Nathaniel Ruiz. Public services. Oh, he's not very sustainable in the welfare joint. The hell? Alright, well. I'm not hiring a liberal. I refuse. Brian Morris. We can get you up there. We're hiring you. You're good enough. It's welfare. Who cares? Economy. Socialist. Conservative. Okay. Well. We'll keep you conservative, capitalist, socialist, motorist. I've never heard anybody ever say they're a motorist. You're cut. Taxes. Who's running the Treasury Department? We got Courtney Walker, old retiree over here. Yeah, let's throw you on there. Fuck it. Public services. This guy. Religious capitalist. We're keeping you around. Law and order. She sympathizes with ethnic minorities. Sorry, no sympathy for them. Fired. We need somebody that is going to apply justice fairly across the board. None of this ethnic minority bullshit. Let's see. Oh yeah, Luke Harris, that's the boy. That's the guy. He's loyal, alright? He can campaign. He's wealthy and conservative. He ain't got experience. But at least people with money and who's conservative know what the hell they're doing. They can actually, care about shit, I guess. Transport. I mean, let's just keep her scary looking ass. Okay, well, my squad is not very strong, but it's coming together. All right. So we gotta start implementing some policies here. Right now, the poor is loving life. The poors. Those in society that are economically disadvantaged are naturally more reliant on welfare payments from the state and take a keen interest in inequality and any measures that transfer money from the wealthy 1% to the rest. Depending on wage levels, this group may include a large or small amount of unemployed people. Yeah, listen to these fucking losers. That's what it sounds like to me. You're poor? Ugh. That's not good Christian nationalism, I'm sorry. Or is it? I don't know. Now I'm just making shit up. Look at this. This chart shows everybody in this voter group and where they are on the spectrum from happiness to anger. Voters in many different groups. Voters are in many different groups, so it's not just this group that influences their opinion. Clicking on an individual dot will show this voter inside the focus group screen. All right. Okay. Well, who is the least happiest? Some of these show up twice. Alexander Thompson. He's quite unhappy. He's loyal. We need to get him radicalized. We need to get all the pores radicalized. And they're the easiest to radicalize. Polling data. It shows lines for each voter group indicating how their opinion of government has changed over time. Toggle each line on and off using the color buttons and visit each voter group by clicking their names. Let's come back to that later. Oh, they got focus groups. The individuals lined up at the bottom are members of a random focus group. Click on an individual voter at the bottom to see information about them. Or you can create a new focus group. Oh, interesting. For each individual, this diagram shows the extent to which they associate with each voter group they are in, the opinion they get from that association, and how that all comes together to show the final opinion they have of your government. Interesting, huh? It's fascinating. Okay. Well, we already know this guy doesn't care about what I'm doing, even though I just got into office. So, I don't really care that you're unhappy with me. Let me implement some policy for my Christian family here. Let's see, religious, gay marriage. Oh, are we gonna start off strong and get rid of gay marriage? Gender transition, 100% getting rid of that. Death penalty, more of that. Secularity of education, less of that. Abortion law, less of that. Faith school subsidies, more of that. Religious banknotes. I've never heard of that before. This policy allows for the use of religious phrasing or iconography on banknotes and coins, a powerful way to remind citizens that religion is a big part of their lives and is effectively part of the state. This can cause offense among those who demand separation of church and state. Well, those who demand separation of church and state don't actually understand the Constitution, so their opinion doesn't matter. I mean, it's... If I had to say, I would put Jesus on every single piece of currency. I'd get rid of all the presidents. Jesus on all of it. Alright, that's not too important. Gender transition, though, let's get rid of this, John. Let's see what it says about it. Some religious groups and conservative sections of society argue that there are only two genders. Actually, the left argues there are more than two genders. We maintain what already has existed since the dawn of time. Anyway, and that changing genders should not be allowed. Others argue that gender has always been fluid, and nobody should enforce their gender view on others. Ultimately, the state has to take a stance on the extent to which gender transition is officially accepted or rejected. Well, like I said, not allowed. Let's see. Doctor's agreement plus age limit. Subsidized. Damn, it costs 10 political capital. So, what is it? What does that mean? Doctor's agreement plus age limit? So, it's saying you can still do it, but there's an age limit. Come on! That's retarded. That's retarded. Well, I don't want to use up all my capital for that, but we got to do something. We'll slowly bring back the funding over time. Let's just do that. But no. I want to get rid of it entirely, but I don't think that's going to be an option, unfortunately. Let's see, what else can we do for our people here? Let's see. Abortion. Let's see. Ooh, that's a lot of 11 political capital points. Okay, all right. We'll just keep it unlimited for now. Damn. Taking rights away costs a lot. It's very expensive. Come on, genital mutilation ban. Come on. Genital mutilation is a ritual inflicted on children, both male and female, and perpetuated by an inherited social and religious acceptance of the practice. Make it clear to all citizens that this violence toward children is no longer acceptable with an outright ban. By allocating resources to this ban enforcement, its impact will be deeper and more rapidly felt. So, here's the thing. Genital mutilation and trans surgery are considered different in this universe. And so technically, if I ban this, it should ban all trans shit. Technically. Well, I think everybody should go to jail. See, but that's bullshit. Because it hurts the religious. But I'm not that kind of religious. Wow. You know, unfortunately, we're just going to leave it banned for females. I'm not touching that one. I can't hurt my people, man. I can't let the religious numbers go down on that one, unfortunately. Gay marriage. Oh yeah, we're gonna wait on that. Let's see, conservatives. What are we gonna do for the conservatives, huh? Race Discrimination Act. Interesting. Prevent citizens being discriminated against purely on the basis of race. Let's see here. Conservatives are not happy where that's at. Right click for details. It's not a lot of details. Damn. I think I'm gonna just turn this light off. I'm going with my regular light source because I am sick and tired of this flashing in my face. Yep. That's good enough. Now it just feels so dark on that side of my face. Okay. Race Discrimination Act. Let's see. So down means more discrimination, up is less, would be my guess. Click and drag the bar to adjust how strongly you want the policy implemented. Yeah. Yeah. That eventually is going to be at the very bottom. Because I think you should be able to discriminate on race. And honestly, you can. You just gotta be smart about it. I don't see how you get caught discriminating. How retarded can you be? Okay. Narcotics. Let's see. Should drugs as cannabis and heroin be legalized? Supporters suggest that it is the crime associated with buying black market drugs that cause problems, and legalizing narcotics would reduce crime. Opponents point to the health risks and say it would be giving in to criminals. So, believe it or not, as somebody who smokes weed and lives in a state where it's legal, I don't think it should be legal. Alcohol shouldn't even be legal. I know, hot take. But, you know, it all fucks you up. It ain't good for you at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm outlawing that shit at some point here. Damn, that takes a lot of capital there. Legalize LSD, heroin, all oh. Man, I wish I was doing the Kamala Harris run. I would legalize all drugs. I would destroy this country in the first year if I did the Kamala Harris run. Jesus. Okay. I only have 12 capital. I mean, I'm trying to make some pretty big decisions in my first few seconds of being president. Okay, what do the liberals want? How about that? Let's see. What is liberals? We all know. There's something we all can get behind for the liberals together. Look at this. There's so much good stuff. Refugee policy, that's going to be fun. What can we get behind? Gated communities. Let's check this out. A drastic solution to serious street crime and vandalism, gated communities are basically self-policed residential areas. They are popular with the wealthy, but often associated with class divide and inequality, as only the relatively wealthy can afford to live inside them. And as a result, some governments are reluctant to permit their construction. That is some of the most retarded shit I've ever heard. Is that really true? The government doesn't build gated communities because people are butthurt about it? But they'll build a shit ton of projects and fucking low-income housing, and people are fine with that? What the fuck? Nah, we want more. I'll use most of my capital for that. Fuck that. More gated communities, please. Yep. Apply. Okay. Well, For political capital ye left. Let me make sure I'm still up here. Everything's still running smooth. Let's see, is it still going? Am I still live? Should be. Okay, I'm still alive as far as I can tell. Let's see, what can I do with my little bit of capital? The poors are fine. The trade unionists are crying. What's their deal? What do trade unionists want? Retirement age. Oh. Yeah, I guess people would want to retire a lot younger. 60. Brings down productivity a little bit, but what's it say? Where state pensions exist, this policy sets the minimum age at which workers can retire and receive a pension from the state. This also is used as a general benchmark by private businesses when setting their own retirement ages. An early retirement may be desirable for workers, but it impacts the economy and will reduce productivity. Huh. I don't know, I've seen some spry 65-year-olds. I think we gotta get a young, healthy, booming population before I talk about lowering the retirement age. People are way too broke right now to be talking about lowering the freaking retirement age. Let's see, the wealthy are fine, the socialists, fuck them. As a matter of fact, my last move might be taking something from the socialists. They're too happy. Let's see. Foreign aid. Oh, we're already barely giving anything. Let's give even less. 1.9 billion. Why would ethnic minorities even be pissed? Like, fuck you. You're already here, you stupid assholes. Like, cry me a river, dude. Yeah, ain't nobody getting hurt by this. That's only two political capital. Hold up. Maybe I could do take one more, little bit more rights away before I go on to the next. Equality. We don't want none of that shit. Equality. Tobacco tax, state housing, sales tax, property tax. Everything's pretty much okay. Food stamps. Here we go. I didn't know it was going to go specific. Food stamps is a system where the state will issue vouchers or stamps to those citizens on low or no income to ensure they are able to afford food. Unlike giving a straight cash benefit, food stamps can only be redeemed for uncooked food, preventing them being used for unhealthy takeaway food. Even though they're buying chips, soda, candy, cakes, cookies. Might as well let them get fast food. Supporters see food stamps as a valuable way to ensure nobody goes hungry, no matter their income. Critics consider such a scheme patronizing and no more than papering over the cracks caused by free market failure and low wages. All right. Everybody loves food stamps, 100%. Poverty is down. Boo-hoo. Socialists love it. Farmers, I guess they get money from it. Compassionate. Oh. Voter perceptions of your candidate and party can have an important influence with undecided voters. In an ideal world, your party will be seen as high in all three major perception measurements. In practice, your policies probably prevent that, but you can compensate with media events. Don't waste media events too far from an election, as their effects will wear off over time. Trustworthy, strong leader, compassionate. Yeah, compassion my ass. How do I get rid of food stamps? Oh, I can't even afford. That's the irony. I can't afford to get rid of food stamps right now with my political capital I have. I need political fucking welfare, is what I need. I'm coming back for you, food stamps. I promise. Let's see. My middle income. You can't forget the middle income people. Property tax. Let's see. You might want to get rid of that. I don't need to read this shit. Everyone knows what property tax is. Damn, everything starts at 3. I can't get rid of shit. Thank you. One of these little tiny, teeny issues, maybe. What's this up here? Drug enforcement. Minimum? No, we're going medium on the drug enforcement. Half the voters don't even care about it. That sounds accurate. Okay, apply. Alright. No more political capital. Let's see how my popularity fares in the next term here. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Here is a summary of the current state of your nation as reported by the various ministries and departments. GDP. What time period was this? I don't know. Okay. Oh, nothing changed except for crime. Crime went up. How? How did crime go up? That's some bullshit. Okay, whatever. They might tell us here. There's an urgent policy question that requires your immediate attention. Foreign fighters. Budget report. The government is currently running a budget deficit of $121 billion. We should take steps to reduce this. Election report. Our party, the Crusaders, is getting more popular. In the last quarter, we added 5 million new members. Ooh. We even got activists. 821,000 activists. Look at this. We going up, baby. Who we got? Alvarez, Lopez, Jimenez. There is a lot of fucking Mexicans in here, huh? We got some serious Mexican support. Well, Hispanic. I guess they're not all Mexican. Manifesto. Manifesto promises are optional, but if you need a last-minute pre-election boost, making grandiose claims to the electorate might be a good idea. Be warned that if you do get reelected, you will be punished by the voters if you break these promises. Yeah, sounds about right. Ooh, I can give a speech. Speeches can be made in the turns leading up to the election. The positive news is that such speeches can gather support from voter groups that you actually have. Wow. Hold on. The positive news is that such speeches can gather support from voter groups without you actually having to make any real proposals or promises. The bad news is that each soundbite you pick will probably upset some voters as well as making some happy, so choose your soundbites wisely. Fundraising. Raising funds for your election campaign is done partly through activists and partly through wealthy donors. Activists join and leave over time based on your actions. Big donors work the same way, but you are able to gauge their mood here and maybe head off losing a big donor before they get too mad. Oh, God. If you really want to know how these people screw you over, this is the game to play. Let's see. I got Jonathan Jimenez. He's a patriot. Paige Diaz, patriot. Travis Baker, capitalist. Jonathan Allen, patriot. I mean, I ain't mad at those donors. They're gonna like what I have to do. They are gonna like it. Okay. Cool. Where is... Well, I'm trying to see how I see the results. Where the hell do I see my results? Some of our religious citizens left our country to fight in a religious war overseas, a war that in many ways threatened our interest and security. That fighting has now ended, and the fighters have expressed regret for their actions and a desire to return home. Yeah, come back. Who even let you guys leave? The conservatives didn't like that? Yeah, in reality, that wouldn't even be true. Okay, where the hell? Oh, this is fun. Policy stuff. But I want to see where those results went. Wow. The last option. Okay. Cabinet report. The loyalty of your ministers can best be described as supported. Their effectiveness is generally considered to be passable. Fine. Fine. I definitely want to get more. Switch them up eventually. Said our data is showing that we will have a potentially bad situation, drug addiction, on our hands if we don't do anything. How? Who is letting these people do drugs? It sure ain't me. Sure as hell ain't me. Where the drugs at? Where the drugs at? Look, everyone is sad right now. Crime. Wow, prison overcrowding, huh? Well, I guess that makes sense if fucking crime goes up. And they talking about drugs. Alright. Alcohol abuse. Respiratory disease. What the well, where's the drugs option? Recreational drugs tax. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No. I know where to look. The liberals. Drugs. Narcotics. I was looking for the wrong thing. They label it narcotics. Should drugs such as cannabis and heroin be legalized? No. Let's see. Damn, 12 political points. That's a lot right now. Can I just build more prisons? Right? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Let's see. Policy. Law and order. Needle exchange. Kiss my ass. Ban divorce. Compulsory church attendance. That's definitely coming. Detention without trial. Don't we already do that? Mandatory microchip implant. Oh boy. Oh boy. Racial profiling. Oh boy. Torture uses by secret services. Ooh. Terrorists are tough customers, and to prevent some attacks, extraordinary measures sometimes have to be deployed. While it's never 100% clear how much crime and terrorism can be reduced by such a policy, surely it makes sense to not fight such enemies with one hand tied behind your back, huh? Fight fire with fire, it says. See, ban homosexuality, that's coming. Alright. Well, shit. Can't build more prisons. Hold up. Prisons. Here we go. Some argue that providing the minimum number of bare, cold cells is the only provision that needs to be made for those who have broken the law. Others suggest that spending more money allows for prisoners to be rehabilitated as well as punished, and reduces the chances of reoffending. Look, nobody even has opinions on this shit yet. We ain't even put no money on this shit yet. Maybe we should just go straight state-of-the-art off rip, bro. Luke Harris, he ain't very effective, but he will be after we build some more prison. 10 billion in the prison system? Honestly, out of curiosity, how much do we spend on prisons in America already? Let's see. How much does prison spend? America spend on prisons. 80 to 90 billion. Wow. 10 billion in this world? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we putting all the money on state of the art prisons. Everybody can get on board with that. On that note, I'm going to the bathroom. I will be back, people. Look at the kitty. Yeah, kitty. Oh, say hello, kitty. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Reverb. I think it's probably because of my earbud. I wish I could actually tell what's going on. I can't. Hello. Oh, well, I still hear it there. I hope it wasn't because of my earbud that was there. Let me know if it's any better. I can hear it from here. Let's see. Just testing the sound. Just testing the sound. Just testing the sound. Well, if anyone else notices, I guess to let me know. How long have I been going? Jeez. Oh, it's been an hour already? Crazy. Okay. Let's see. Who can I replace in my cabinet here? This transport hoe is not doing very well. But she is still the best I got, realistically. Yeah, you know, I think these people are good enough for now. Let's see. We threw more monies to the prisons. I think if we're gonna do that, let's see. I wonder everything. If I just type in crime, if it. Oh, okay. I thought maybe it would point out all the little buttons for crime. What's this? Intelligence, antisocial behaviors. See, I could go crazy and put 1,000,000 new cameras. Crime spots. Conservative like a surveillance state. As a matter of fact, I have a personal vendetta. Hold up. Speed cameras. We are getting rid of these. Speed cameras are an automated way to enforce speed restrictions on our roads without having to invest a fortune in extra traffic police. Supporters claim they reduce road deaths and free up the police to deal with more serious crime. Opponents claim they're a cynical way of taxing the motorists and have nothing to do with safety. Yeah. Get rid of them. Parents ain't gonna be happy. Health goes down. Motorists are happy. Yeah, fuck them. I don't want red light cameras. Yeah, that's a personal grudge of mine. Okay. Oh, flag burning law. That's awesome. Our data is showing that we will have a potentially bad situation. Gig economy. Oh shit, we gotta get rid of Uber. The Crusaders is getting more popular. 3.2 million new members. Awesome. People are indifferent. Getting over half the vote. That's all that matters to me. Hillary Clinton is one of the most vicious serial killers the planet's ever seen. Alex Jones. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. We're going to fix crime. We about to have the harshest possible punishments for crime that you possibly can. Flag burning law. Ban. I don't even need to read shit. Ban that shit. You're going to jail. You are going straight to jail, ho. Let people gig. Let them gig. All right. I think that'll do it. An hour is long enough. Until next time. 17 political capital to start with when I come back. Let's save. Crusaders. Sweet. Okay. Thank you, two people, Jason and Philip. Appreciate you guys for checking it out. It's time for bed.